Hello and welcome to Business Start at Qatar. We have Felix again with us today. We're going to be talking about a wonderful subject. We've done our market research. If anybody watched it, there's a podcast that we've done which was all about market research. Now we're going to be talking how do we evaluate that market research, Felix?
How to evaluate the potential, how to utilize the data that was gathered during the market research, if you want so. And again, we've spoken about qualitative and quantitative methods that we apply. We have spoken about the segregation, opportunities and threats, and in terms of potential evaluation, it's about classifying it when it comes to the impact of these opportunities and threats on your organization, whether the impact is high, middle or low, and again then evaluating, if you want so.
Felix, it's one of those subjects that sometimes people run away from, right? We don't want to know. We want to go, we just got this idea, we've got this burning ambition. We've got to evaluate it, otherwise we're putting a blindfold on ourselves.
Absolutely. It's a matter of putting on one side opportunities and threats on the scale, and in a later stage putting the strengths and weaknesses on the scale as well, and trying to identify whether it is in balance or one side weighs more than the other. Positive or negative.
And it is, from my side, with my stuff in business, like we've gone through a period with obviously the COVID, we had to evaluate how things were going. And I suppose it's in a different type of subject, but we had to evaluate going back 6 months ago and how we had to take the business forward. And evaluation should be done how often?
On a very regular basis. It depends on the cycle of developing strategies. We usually say, or we usually recommend to introduce short, mid and long-term goals, and there is a certain period of time that is allocated to each of those stages. Short-term goals would be goals for 1 to 3 months. The mid-term goals would be 3 months to 1 year, and the long-term goals would be 1 to 3 years, sometimes even 5 years.
And evaluation is, again, I love the word, because the evaluation is I love it because it's a positive word to me, because you can evaluate everything within that business, as you've just said, but you can also evaluate your individual performances. And that's something that you need to consider also. Absolutely.
Human resources are a central element of any business or project, and that's why they have certainly have to be taken into account.
And it's a positive way, because you can bring out and highlight those areas that you're doing the best in.
Exactly.
So this is a really important one. Make sure you're doing the right evaluation after your market research, and also when you're going forward within the business, because it's crucial to how you're making the right moves. Again, thank you very much for listening. See you next time.